Hey, what's happening everyone? SirJames coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I have a haul video to go ahead and share with you guys. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these haul videos, but at the same time, you know, I do work and eventually I have to get enough of these items to do an initial haul video, because it's not like I'm going out and spending hundreds of dollars all at once, you know, at the same time while putting money back on my credit card, which I did pay off my one, so I only have my GameStop one to worry about, so that's always good news. But again, this is three different categories here. We have the video games first, followed by the Toys R Us haul, and then we're going to end up with Hobby Town for Gundam model kits. So let's go ahead and start with the video games. So the first two I got over at Target, because Target was actually doing a buy one get one 50% off, which is good, you know, if there's at least two new games you wanted to get, or a new game and an old game. So the first game that I got is of course the Ni no Kunai 2. Looking forward to this one. This actually came out on Thursday, so just a couple of days ago. It's available for the PlayStation 4 and PC, if you guys didn't know that. I know some keep saying it's a PS4 exclusive, but it's also on PC, so try not to get that confused. And then as far as my half off, which I actually got a lot, basically this one a little bit lower than what's supposed to be, because I don't know, I think there's a little bit of a price issue, but I got this for $15, which is the Call of Duty Black Ops 3. As you guys know, Black Ops 4 is going to be the Call of Duty come out this year, and for those of you who are going to say I'm a Call of Duty fanboy, I'm not. There's specific Call of Duty games I like, and usually when it comes to each new title, I don't go out and purchase all the new titles right away. You know, again, certain ones I'll get definitely on release date. Others, I'll wait for a price drop. This is kind of like one of those situations here. But again, there's that one, 15 bucks, pretty good deal, which also includes the Zombie Chronicles. So, I mean, I do like zombies. Next up is a game over that I got at Toys R Us, and I only paid $5 for it because, again, Toys R Us is going out of business, so they have a bunch of things discounted. They have like their games 50, actually no, they're 60% off now, and then a lot of their toys and collectibles are 50 to 60% off as well, which again, a lot of stuff here to show. But again, I paid $5 for a copy of Battlefield 1. Yes, technically, I already have this on PC, which is my preferred platform for playing Battlefield. I also have it on PlayStation 4, and I now also have it on the Xbox One. Why have three copies? Again, I enjoy the game. You know, oftentimes if I'm rendering a bunch of videos on the PC, then I'll play the game on another system. And if my little brother's playing my PS4, then now I have another backup, which is the Xbox One X. So again, there's reasons why sometimes I'll have multiple copies. And it's not like I'm going to buy, you know, multiple copies on launch day, because, you know, I'm not going to spend almost $200 for three copies of the same game. So again, there's that one. I just need to get the I don't know if the expansion pass is on sale, or the season pass I should say. If so, then I could get a pretty good deal on that. So again, $5, a pretty good deal. It was actually weird because for Battlefield 1, the guy came up with two copies of the game. One of them was the Early Enlist Deluxe Edition, which is this one here, and then the other one was the standard one. The standard copy with no extra bonus was $10, while this one with the extra stuff was only $5. So again, I thought that was weird. But you know, it's Toys R Us, so it's not to be expected. The other game I got is the Dragon Age Inquisition. I probably misbutchered the name, but if you guys are new to the channel, I have a hard time pronouncing words, which is why I don't tend to use a lot of big words. I like to use simple words because it's easier for me to say, and I'm not butchering the name. But again, there's that one. I haven't really actually sat down and played this one. I have played the original Dragon Age game a lot, and I played the second one, but I'm looking forward to playing this one, which you could actually get that one very cheap. The next few games here, or the next four, are actually games that are backwards compatible with the Xbox One, even though these are 360 games. But again, that's probably one of the features that I like about Microsoft's current gen system, is the fact that they're actually supporting backwards compatibility, while PlayStation, not so much. I mean, yes, there's somewhat backwards compatibility, but basically when they add these PS2 games, you'd have to rebuy them. You can't like just put the disc in and play it like you can on Microsoft's console. So again, there's kind of positives and negatives between, you know, what Sony's doing with their console and what Microsoft is doing with theirs. And then of course, again, you'd have like the fanboys saying one's better over the other, but you know, you could have more than one system. Just a little bit of a known fact there. But the first one, as far as backwards compatibility goes, is the original Crackdown game. I'm looking forward to the third installment. And a little bit of fun fact, I have never played this one. I've played Crackdown 2 for sure, and I put many hours into it, but I've never played the first one, so I'm looking forward to playing this one, and I'm pretty sure they will, because if we have Crackdown 1 already, Crackdown 3 coming out later this year, I'm assuming we're going to have Crackdown 2 backwards compatibility. So, I mean, we better, because, again, I think I've actually completed that game 100% as far as, like, getting the achievements, too. Which normally I don't really do that. I'm not a trophy hunter or achievement hunter, but, you know, sometimes that happens. Actually, my first game that I ever got 100% completion on is the Lord of the Rings War in the North. A little bit of a fun fact. The next one is, of course, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This game is also backwards compatibility, and you can get it for basically less than $5, so very, very inexpensive. And for me, I'm a really big fan of Ghost Recon games. The only one I didn't really seem to be into as much is the Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is that open world type game. That's the only one I didn't seem to enjoy as much. I mean, I thought it was okay, but this one was a lot of fun. The multiplayer is pretty fun, and actually the multiplayer just got really active since this became backwards compatibility. And of course, again, you have the different units to choose from, and each class that you pick will have their own unique perk to them. Like, for example, if you're the sniper class, and eventually as you keep leveling, one of the perks you can get is a cloaking ability, which is often useful. Next one, of course, is Bayonetta. I do also have the Bayonetta combo pack on the Nintendo Switch, which is a great game on the Switch, by the way, if you've never had it. And again, this was relatively cheap. Actually, for whatever reason, I only paid $3 for it. And I thought it was supposed to be a little bit more than that. But again, I picked up Bayonetta because, again, it's backwards compatible. And usually a lot of the games that are backwards compatible, especially playing it on the Xbox One X specifically, they tend to look good. Like Assassin's Creed 1 almost looks like a remaster. The other one that's a really good example is the Elder Scrolls Morrowind, which you could see videos on YouTube where they do comparison between like before and after, and especially if you have a 4K monitor, you could easily see the difference. If you're on 1080, you might see a slight difference, but 4K, I mean, big difference, night and day for sure. And of course, the last game is the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. A really fun game. You can find this, of course, on the PlayStation 3 as well and PC. And this is actually one of those games where I would love to have a second one. I mean, I would want another one for sure. But if you haven't checked this one out, you should. I mean, if you're a Metal Gear fan, I mean, this is a really good one because you get to play as Raiden, the cybernetic ninja, which he basically kicks a lot of ass. So, a really good one for sure. Next up is, of course, the remainder portion of the Toys R Us. And again, most of those games were at Target, Toys R Us, and GameStop, which is no surprise because I shop at GameStop a lot. So let's go ahead and start with the first one as far as Toys R Us goes. And I'm going to try to remember the pricing of these, which should be pretty easy. So the first one that I got here is this, which is the Mega Construct Destiny. This is the Arcadia Jump Ship. Now, I believe the original retail price is $20. I paid as little as $5. A very good deal. I actually got two of these. One is actually for my little brother for his birthday, which was actually in a couple months. It was just what most of this is for, actually. Some early birthday shopping. And, of course, I picked up one for myself because when it comes to Destiny, Destiny 1, the first one, the best one. Destiny 2... honestly, I'm not enjoying Destiny 2 as much as I was hoping for it to. I mean, Destiny 1, hands down, is the best. Destiny 2, a lot of people have mixed opinions on this one. Most people are upset about it. For me, I mean, I haven't even touched the game in months. So that's how much into Destiny 2 I am at the moment. But I actually do have it built. I just built it this morning. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So there you guys go. You actually get a base that has like the logo. So it's actually pretty neat. It has a lot of heftiness to it. But overall, this is actually a pretty nice one to have. So if you ever stop by Toys R Us and you like Destiny, this is something pretty cool to get. I mean, again, it's easy to build. It only took me about... I'm a little bit slow when it comes to putting stuff together. So it only took me like an hour and a half. But again, very easy to do. The other item that I got as well is this Toys R Us exclusive, which is one that I'm actually not going to open just because, again, it's a Toys R Us exclusive, and seeing as Toys R Us is going away, I kind of want to have something that was exclusive to that store. This is the Ultron vs. Sigma. This is based off the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I don't remember how much the original price tag was, but I ended up paying $6 for this. Pretty good deal. Let's see, these right here was $2 a piece. I believe the original tag is $10. We have a couple Destiny figure packs here, again from the Mega Constructs. This one is the Warlock with the Dead Orbit armor set, and another one. And then this one here is a Titan with the Ruin Rings armory. So, unfortunately, they didn't have a Hunter because, you know, if they had a Hunter, I would have gotten the Hunter for myself because that's the main class I play. Titan is my second class, and then Warlock, I don't really touch the Warlock too often. So, no offense to the Warlock users, I'm not a big fan of the Warlock. But again, the rest of these are basically for my little brother for his birthday. And then, of course, we have some Sparrow kits. I actually put one for an Easter basket, and there was actually another kit. I can't remember which one it was, but there's a couple of them I don't have here because it's for my little brother's Easter basket. But these here were $4 a piece. So the first one here is the EB41 Racing Sparrow. And then this one is the Sparrow S31V, which actually does include a Hunter. So this is the only Hunter that we actually have. And I don't know the original retail price, but I know it's a lot cheaper than what it was. And then we have another one, which it has a Titan. I almost forgot the name. Titan. Yeah, he actually has one of the exotic helmets. I can't remember the name of the helmet. It's the helmet with the big old afro, and you get that purple beam going through, which I think is used for the bubble. But anyways, this has the EB37 Racing Sparrow. And hopefully you guys can see. So anyways, there is that one. Then, of course, we have this one here, which is the Cabal Interceptor, which includes another Titan with another variation of the armor sets. And this was $7. So, again, a pretty good deal. Actually, this one actually includes his hammer for his super. So, I thought that was pretty neat. So, anyways, there's that. Like I said, the rest of these Mega Construct kits are for my little brother. And like I said, I bought me just the ship, so there's that. And then, of course, next up and last but not least is the Hobby Town Haul, which, of course, I picked up some Gundam model kits. The first one that we have here is a high-grade Gundam Astray red frame with the flight unit. He's actually a pretty neat mobile suit. There's actually a version of him that I really want to get, which is the perfect grade one, but he's a bit on the pricey side. He's like about, I don't know, I think I've seen him as low as 130, as high as 180. Pretty expensive sets for sure. But what's nice about the high grades are relatively inexpensive, basically less than 20 or 20 bucks or less. The other one I got here is the MS-06CK Zaku half cannon. I definitely wanted to get this one because I do have some of the Zaku kits. You guys can see on this top shelf right here, those are all high grades right there. And of course this one comes in a tan coloration. So there he is. Next up is from the Gundam Build Fighters, and this is the high-grade Reversible Gundam. So I'm looking forward to putting him together. He looks pretty neat. And the last two items are master grades. So of course master grades are more as far as cost goes than the high grades, which can go different prices. You know, some are around $35 on up depending on which one you get. Here we actually have one. This is actually one of my personal favorites. But this is the, what was his name again? I was just looking at it. This is the GM Sniper Custom. So there he is. I actually have him built already, which built and of course weathered. Pretty neat. Comes with a pretty neat rocket launcher as well. And last but not least was a kit that I was looking for, and I had my name down on the list of one would it ever pop up, it would go to me as long as I pick it up. And that of course is another variation of him, which is the GM Sniper 2. Now what I like about this guy is that he actually has a really nice color scheme. I'll put an image from Google if I can find a good one. And he actually comes with a legit looking sniper rifle, unlike some of the other kits. But there's that one. I believe he was, I'm trying to remember, I think I paid $42 for him. And then for the other GM Sniper, I paid $37, I think it was. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about this haul. Like I said, I think I did pretty good for myself. And as I stated, on April 20th, you can expect me to do my unboxing of the God of War Stonemason Collector's Edition. And of course, the limited edition PS4 Pro as well. And you know, if you guys recall back then, I said there's like a 70% chance that I may be getting the console. The reason why all this is good now is because again, my one credit card is paid off, plus they actually gave me a credit limit increase by $200. And as far as my GameStop one goes, even though it's my main current focus right now, they gave me like a $400 credit limit on that one. So obviously I'm careful with how that is being spent, but for the most part, very little is coming out of that card regardless of the situation. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. What did you like out of this? Have you guys visited your local Toys R Us to see if you could get anything good? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.